Good morning, July 10th, Thursday, July 10th. Today we're held up at the Long Beach in Washington State. I got a few hours on the beach yesterday. It's very early in the morning right now. It's about 10 to 6 in the morning. Off to an early start because we have a long ride today. Today we'll be headed to Olympic National Park. And then from into there, we're going to head into the city of Port Angeles and get ready to do a ferry ride to Victoria for tomorrow. So that should be pretty interesting. A little gloomy out here right now. Very chilly, very cold. It's got to be in the 50s easily. But we'll be getting out of here in a little bit. We'll go stop for breakfast somewhere down the road, and off we go. So hang in there. I'm sure there'll be plenty more to see and hopefully plenty more to do. So we'll see you down the road. We'll see you in a little while. Well, good morning again. Just leaving Long Beach, Washington. Had a good day on the beach yesterday for a few hours. Had a great late lunch. It's very gloomy out here, as you can see. It's well into the 50s. Actually, it's 57 degrees. At 7:15 a.m. off to an early start, and we're headed to Olympic National Park. So we got quite a ride ahead of us, but we'll enjoy the scenery. We'll stop off for some breakfast somewhere, and we'll hopefully get to enjoy the day and end up at Port Angeles, Washington. So hang in there with us. If we see anything great, believe me, we'll chime in and let you know. So hang in, and we'll see you down on the road a bit. All right, still headed to Olympic National Park. We're headed now over a bridge, so that should be pretty interesting. The Nassau River. So that's where we're headed over now. Small little bridge. Got the beautiful mountains in the background. Like I said, very gloomy day here today. Hopefully the sun comes out, breaks through a little later on. All right, marching down the road. Got to see which way we turn, so we'll check it in a bit. Okay, so way back we were supposed to take Route 12 and go around Olympic National Park to Port Angeles, but we decided to stay on 101 and try to get through Olympic National Park a little bit anyway. At least we'll get to see a bunch of it before we hit Port Angeles. I think we lost about 5 minutes time. That's really about it, so not that big of a deal. We just had a little trouble refinding 101 because there was a lot of different turnoffs. But now we're on the straight and narrow, ready to go. We're on the right track. Just hope we don't hit too many slow turns. Right now we're 60 miles per hour speed limit, which is pretty good. It's 59 degrees at exactly 9 a.m. in the morning. So we hope to arrive, sometime late morning. All right, so tune in and we'll catch up to you in a little while. Just want to get going a little bit. Got to stop for breakfast yet. That's next on our agenda. Talk to you in a bit. Howdy there, folks. All right, we have officially entered into the Olympic National Forest. So we're about 120 miles from Port Angeles, so that means we're closing in on Olympic National Park, which we are in now. So I see the mountains up ahead. I'm sure we'll have to go through them, over them, in them. I don't know. We shall see. Right now, we're still looking for a place to eat. I mean, we've just been going through forest after forest, no diners. Not much to eat around here, so we're still looking. It's almost 9:30 a.m. We left about 7 a.m., so we've been 2.5 hours on the road. We're getting closer, though. We're getting closer. Anyway, hang in there with us. Give you a little view of this beautiful Washington state. And a lot of forest, a lot of trees. See you on down the road. All right, we turned off to this Quinault, supposedly rainforest. And they say they have the biggest spruce tree. We also read that there's a little food down here. And that's really what we need, man. Look at this forest. Holy moly. This is crazy down here. It's only a 2-mile drive, so we figured we'd take a shot at it. At least to get a bite to eat. Oh, the sun glare is awful. Mo's sucking down some peanut butter. She can't take it anymore. Yeah, I'm getting a little hungry myself.
Have a knife.
Okay, let's see. Man, the Pork Forks, Quinault, so we're going straight down. We're gonna keep going straight down. All right, National Forest, Nature Trail, Quinault Rainforest. We missed it. We missed the turn, so I guess we're gonna turn around. But we're gonna just duck in here for a second. I think we're gonna end up making a U-turn. Okay, it's down the road a little bit. All right, we'll chime in a few more minutes. All right, so we are now officially in a rainforest nature trail. I lost Maureen, so I don't know where she went. But this is a rainforest. So that's what this is all about. Pretty cool. Got like a little nature trail. I don't know where it leads to, but this is what a rainforest looks like. Pretty interesting. Well, that's about leaves and trees. It's pretty cool. Guess it turns around up into here. I don't know, maybe she went for a walk. Who knows? Guess it goes around and around in circles. Pretty cool. All right, so this is where I am, deep in the rainforest now. So this is pretty awesome. All right, I'm gonna head back now. Got a little deal here. A little trail goes around and round. So it's pretty cool. Very quiet in here. Eerie, actually pretty eerie. So for those who've never been through a rainforest, this is it. All right, we'll tune back in a minute. All right, so we decided to take a little walk into the trail. As you can see down here, we've kind of hit a little stream, part of the rainforest. We found ourselves a little trail, so we're just kind of walking along a little bit, checking it out. Very cool in here, I tell you. I didn't expect to have all this barricade up, but I guess you need it. I mean, you roll down here, it's pretty much history. Oh yeah, there's the stream down there, as you can see. Pretty cool. All right, I don't have to go anymore. This is pretty much this is a rainforest. So this is the deal. Got all these ferns and stuff all around you. I mean, you're trapped in here. I mean, it's crazy. Crazy stuff in here. All right, I like to go back and get the camera, maybe just take a couple of quick shots and we're out of here. All right, what, you want to go more? No, I'm good with this. Wow, look at the size of these trees. They're pretty good. All right, we're going to head back out, so we'll see you in a few. right, so we just came from the Quinault rainforest. I thought that was pretty awesome. Actually, there's a nice lake here too, the Quinault Lake. We didn't get to see that. Well, we could see it from the window all the way to the right. All right, we're going to head back onto 101 North again. Still trying to locate something to eat. So that's where we're headed now. And we'll get out of this forest a little bit. It is pretty unique in here. That rainforest was pretty cool. They said they get 100 inches of rain a year. We also got a picture of, they said like the biggest spruce tree. That was pretty big. All right, let's head down this road and see if we can get out of here. All right, here we are again. We're still about 90 miles from the hotel, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be going through some of the Olympic National Park. We're actually in the forest part, which is totally gorgeous. I mean, we're probably driving 100 miles of this terrain. It's pretty awesome. I mean, it's just a pretty drive. We really haven't seen any lakes. And we're actually not too close from the ocean, which will be hitting pretty, I would say probably about another 20-25 miles or so. So, when we get to that point, we'll chime back in. Yeah. See, we're now entering Olympic National Park. So we are officially in the South Beach campground. So we're actually in Olympic National Park as we speak. So it's just probably more like the southern end. We probably have to get more to the north end. So if this is the south end, we really got to get to the north end, to Port Angeles. I haven't really seen many roads that lead to different parts of the park itself where you could actually drive in to see. I guess it's just forest. I'm not seeing any mountains at all. I guess there's some, but I guess we'll have to explore that as we go. So we'll see you on the road. All right, pretty view out here, as you can see. So we'll keep it going. So we just pulled off to the side of the road here in Olympic National Park because we're along the ocean again. Just want to show you this vast ocean and beach, which is totally insane. It's a little chilly out here, about 65, but this beach is it just goes forever. As you can see, I'm walking down here. I mean, you can see it just goes forever. It's crazy. You got people walking out there. I don't know how they get down here. I mean, you got these little, you can't get down here. You would have to climb. So there must be other entrances. They're pretty sure down that way. But the ocean sure is beautiful up here. Like I said, you got a massive amount of beach here. What a shame, that the weather's so cold that you really can't use the beaches like you do back east. It's crazy. But anyway, this is the deal that we're on. Just wanted to get a quick shot just to show you. There's the highway, the forest going that way, and you got the beach here on the edge. We're still about 90 miles from Port Angeles, but this is 101. We're on Highway 101 in case anybody wanted to know, and this is the deal. And this is what we've been seeing the whole ride. The whole ride going, you got a private road there. You got the mountains. Well, they're not mountains, just forest. Anyway, it's pretty cool. So anyway, we'll head out now, get back on the road and chug along. had to get a quick stop to take a couple of shots of that vast ocean there. That was crazy. Well, we are along the coast, still on 101. So like I said, still about 90 miles from Port Angeles. But we want to try to get through some of the spots of the park. We're just looking for some turn-offs and some ways in. So that's really our next deal. I got people racing, want to do 100 miles an hour behind me. So we'll speed up a little bit. And we'll keep trucking down this road. Beautiful forest here. It's pretty magnificent, actually. All right, well, let's put the metal to the pedal and get going. We'll try to catch something down the road. All right, we just turned off here on the right. It says Big Cedar Trees. Yeah, we're just taking a quick peek in here. Wow. That tree is just leaning. A little crazy in here. I guess this is part of the Olympic National Forest. We're going to see where we're going to turn around. That should be a trick. I don't know. Sometimes I do these things that I have no way in and no way out. So I don't know how far. I don't think this road goes very far. But we're just checking out the scenery here. We're deep in the woods. And Mo's breathing heavy.
I see a tree. Where is it?
What
Maybe
tree?
That's it.
These are all big cedars. These are all big cedars here.
Oh boy.
All right, let's just go down a bit and see. If not, we just turn around. No big deal.
How are you turning around?
I don't know. It should be interesting, though. I'm sure there's got to be a turn off. I mean, you got in, you got to be able to get out. Here's a little turn off right here. This is actually another road. Oh, here you go. It's like a little park. That's all it is. Not a big deal. So we'll just go around the circle and then we'll head out of here.
I don't think there's a circle.
Yeah, it is a circle.
Oh yeah? Where?
I don't know yet. Let's see.
Oh, Teddy. I think you should have went in there.
It could always back out. Relax.
Oh, okay.
See? It's just a circle. Hey, you actually got a path in here. Hey, you can go for a little hike. These are all like the big cedars in here, I guess. Yeah. All right. It's just another path to run in. We're not going to do that, so we'll head out. All right. We got to see some big cedars. Pretty cool. Back at you. So we've hit the city of Forks here in Olympia State Park or National Park. I don't know, we just read a sign, they got some races somewhere. You know, this is like the timber capital here. Sounds pretty cool. They had a couple of timber museums that we didn't really want to stop at because we got a ways to go yet. Still about 56 miles out from Port Angeles. But we're making our way. Cute little town. Actually pretty clean. See a lot of new construction going on. RV parks, rest stops. Yeah, kind of neat little town. Very quiet. Yeah, I'm not sure where they would have these races, but I think
it's
at the airport. Yeah, so I guess it's car races this weekend. That's probably pretty cool. We're gonna miss that. All right, just wanted to show you a little bit of the town anyway. So it's Forks, Washington, in the Olympic National Park. So it's pretty cool. Now we're going through the center of town now. Hopefully we can get through this light. That would work. Oh, cute. Got a little beauty salon there. There you go. Mo's having a hot flash. Yeah, she's a salon. Yeah, this is cute. Cute little town. we see gas up ahead, $4.59 a gallon. Man, across the street is $4.57. So that's the cheap gas, Circle K. They're one of the cheap ones out this way. $4.57 a gallon. Unbelievable. And believe me, you go for high test, it's close to $6 a gallon. So that's pretty much the deal. All right, so we finished up here at Forks, and going to keep on trucking down the road. Like I said, we got about 52 miles or so to go, so let's get trucking. All right, still traveling through Olympic National Park. We're probably about 30 miles from the north entrance. I think it's the only entrance. But here's some view of the northern entrance on the west side. Nice views. Big forest mountains. Very pretty out this way. Well, we're getting there. A few more minutes, another 45 minutes for where the hotel is. I think we're only about 2 minutes from the entrance of the Olympic National Park. I think it's the only entrance because we never saw a different entrance. We're just driving up 101. And now we're going to take off and see if we can beat somebody to the punch here.